There was an ungrateful son whose mother was wheelchaired. And so, obviously, someone who's disabled in that position and is paralyzed needs a lot of attention. And this was a cause of great frustration for her only son, who basically did the bare minimum. And not only did he do just the bare minimum, but he did it like in a rude and aggressive way. You know, like he showed his frustration. He was consistently yelling at her and berating her and angry with her. And outside of the bare minimum, he didn't do anything except to just take her to the bank. And even that was selfish, because his mother would cash her pension check and he would pocket it for his own benefit. And so the mother would often cry. And, you know, oftentimes he would say stuff like, if it wasn't for your pension check, I would just abandon you at an elder folks home or something like that, right? And so his mother would cry, but it wouldn't soften his heart at all. And so his abuse became so prevalent that the case reached Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, usually Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives people time to come around and to fix themselves. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took this case upon himself, even though his mother did not ask him to. What happened was that one day the son had pocketed one of his mom's pension checks. He took his friends and went out to party at some club. And on the way back, they were speeding. There was about 5 friends in the car, all speeding, and got into a terrible car accident. And the car flipped over. Now, you would imagine in an accident of this scale, like, everyone gets hurt. But it turns out everyone else was unscathed, except for the son. And the car landed basically on his side, and it crushed his legs. So when they rushed him to the hospital, he was in critical condition. They were able to save his life, but they were not able to save his legs. And so they actually had to cut off both of his legs. And he was put in a wheelchair for life. And now he ended up going to the bank, not because he wanted to take his mom's pension check, but because he himself needed government assistance. And so in this way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him retribution in this world before the retribution of the next world. And so all of us should be very cautious and very careful. We don't know whose tears is going to reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so we shouldn't make people shed them.